FOREX Trade the News. What are the odds? Here's one of the videos used in the Forex ebook series, FOREX Trade the News. What are the odds? Published in the Kindle Books department on Amazon. This ebook is the fifth in the series and documents 3 setups and trades conducted over the last 2 years, along with charts and links to the YouTube videos. There are 3 videos illustrating the setup, progress, and results of the monthly release of the New Zealand retail sales month-over-month report, released monthly by Statistics New Zealand. This report was released on Thursday, February 11th, 2010 at 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. This video is a presentation by the blog fundamentalforexblogging.com. The Fundamental Forex blog presents the New Zealand Retail Sales Month-over-Month Report, released monthly by Statistics New Zealand. This report was released on Thursday, February 11th, 2010 at 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. There was no blog posting for this release. Here's my prelim setup for a trade, starting with my market orders, a sell order, and behind it a buy order. Here are the units I am trading. Here is my stop loss. The stop loss is important in cases of a spiked reversal. Early on, my broker spread shown here is small, but may increase just before the news release, which will be shown later in this video. Next is my plan in case there is a surprise to the market. The plan tells me which action to take if the actual report is different from the forecast. Down here is my time. Here are my trigger points. I need to get the news report as soon as possible, so I use the Forex Factory's calendar. They have an actual pending button, which will give me the news report within a minute or two. By refreshing the calendar page, normally about 4 minutes before the report release, the green buttons will appear. With less than a minute to the news release, broker spread will increase to $2 from $1.95, about 6 seconds before the news release, and will decrease about 40 seconds into the news release back to $1.25. But then it will increase again to $1.40 about 12 seconds later. It is now time to get the news release. I use the Forex Factory calendar with the news release buttons, those green buttons in the calendar. At times it takes a few clicks of the actual report buttons to get the report. This time it took about 1 minute and 4 seconds with about 13 clicks to get the actual report release. By that time the broker spread had increased to $1.40. In this case, the actual report came out lower than the forecast of 0.7% at 0.0%, higher than the trigger point of a negative 0.3%. This report was bad for the New Zealand dollar, so I decided I will execute a sell of the New Zealand dollar and a buy of the US dollar. Broker spread has decreased, and I have entered my first trade. Notice both reports came out bad for the New Zealand dollar, the core report being the worst of the two reports. Since both reports were bad and the core report real bad, I will enter a second trade. There are my stop loss lines. The market is moving just as I hoped it would. There is some minor retrace, which is expected. One of my fears is that the market will not continue to move in the right direction. This time, the market continued on down. I did not exit my trades until after the end of this video, in about the 14th minute. So here is a chart showing the trade exits and how the market continued to move. This is the chart for the currency pair New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. My first buy trade of the US dollar was entered right at about 1 minute and 14 seconds into the news release. Then the second buy trade of the US dollar was entered about 3 minutes and 4 seconds into the news release. I exited both trades in the 16th minute into the news release. I was able to scalp about 4.8 pips. More could have been had. Both actual reports were outside the economist's forecast and were bad for the New Zealand economy, but good for my plan, which called for buying the US dollar and selling the New Zealand dollar. I started posting this news release on my blog in March 2010, a month after this release. This video is presented by the Fundamental Forex blog and has been presented in an ebook series titled FOREX Trade the News, What Are the Odds?, published in the Amazon Kindle store under the title Trade New Zealand Retail Sales Month-over-Month News Report. Click the link below this video to check out additional Forex ebooks I have published on Amazon. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day.